Heaven is a place on earth. But not for June. And not for Matthew. It's the furthest thing from the truth right now, because this place that they're in Gilead is hell. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Lyf TV, where you get a whole lot of TV and a little bit of me. We are here for another recap and review of The Handmaid's Tale. Whoa! I did not get the name of this episode. What is the name of the episode? It don't matter. Y'all know I'm going to put it down in the comment section. I'm going to put it down on the board correctly once I upload this video. For some reason, yesterday, I could not focus on this episode. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just my state of mind, but I cannot get into the episode. It took me 3 hours to get through the first 7 minutes. The 3 hours, y'all, I'm like, no joke. So I decided to put that stuff aside and come back in the morning. And I came back with a refreshed state of mind, and here we are. For I got to sneeze. I've been sneezing all day. It ain't coming out yet, but it's gonna come. When it comes, it's gonna hurt, and then I gotta close my eyes. But I'm back, y'all. I am back. I got my laptop back. I ain't got the handwritten notes, so you ain't gotta hear me flipping paper like that no more. It's like, bam, right there in front of me. So we start off with June looking into the camera. Icy blue eyes staring back at us. She looking at us, we looking at her. She looking at us, we looking at her. She looking, I'm looking. She scowls, I frown. I'm like, what is going on here? What the heck is going on in this picture? She's sitting there, kneeling on a little red pillow in the middle of this white room, talking to herself, hearing things, possibly seeing children who ain't even there. I think she's hoping and believing that one of them children is going to be Hannah Banana passing through. It was driving me crazy. And I think that was the point. Have y'all ever seen the movie Hurricane starring Denzel Washington? If y'all have never seen that, watch the movie Hurricane. It's very, very good. He's a boxer who was put into jail. And while he was in jail, he ended up in solitary confinement. And a lot of the movie is him in this space alone with him and his thoughts. He battling with his own ideas inside of his head. And that's what June is doing right now. However, she's not alone. She's not in solitary confinement. Like the opening song is Heaven on Earth by Belinda Carlisle. I used to know this song. And like I said, June is being made to kneel there on the hospital floor in front of Matthew's bed. She's lying on that bed in a vegetative state. Her brain is dead, but her heart and her breaths are being controlled by the machines of Gilead, the same as when she was alive. And it's all for the sole purpose of procuring her or cleaning her womb to take the life that's within her. June keeps hearing the song, Heaven is Place on Earth, playing over and over again. Ooh, baby, you know what it's worth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. She's been there for 32 days, y'all. Kneeling in the same spot. She has to stay there until the baby comes. Now, I don't know how far along Matthew was, but that's mighty long time. Especially when she's in a vegetative state. She ain't doing nothing to help the baby, come along, getting up, walking around. You know how they tell you to do, eating potato salad, all kind of stuff they do to help the baby come around, having sex. She ain't doing none of that right now. So she got to stay there, sitting there, kneeling. You could tell that she's thirsty. She's, weary. And she's in pain from kneeling 32 days, y'all. 32 days. That's her walking partner. Of course, Aunt Lydia says, you got to stay there until she walk up out of here with you. Sit. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. That's basically what she's telling her right there. So, The doctors and the nurses, they coming in, they change Matthew's bandages, they roll her over, make sure she ain't got no bed sores, changing the bed pans, flipping out her catheter, switching out her IVs. They all making movement around her, checking the baby's movement and growth. All this hustle and bustle around June, and she's being ignored. This bright red spot in the middle of this white room, and everybody's pretending as if she doesn't exist. She's just sitting there, stewing in anger and rage. The wives come in, they pray over the baby. They want the baby to make it because they've been faithful. They've been, studious to the Lord. They want that baby to make it. And June says that they smell of soap and powder. Reminds her of Serena Joy when she used to hold her down to be raped by Fred, month after month. Now, Lydia brings the other handmaids in and pray from time to time, and they smell like sweat and tears and the stench of Gilead. One time, Maverick reaches over to June's hands and touches her, tries to comfort her, scared the shit out of her. June didn't know what the heck that was. She hasn't felt human touch in so long, a caring touch in so long. She probably don't even remember what it feels like. But June looks at her like, don't touch me. Eric looks scared her doggone self. And June is sitting there, she's still singing in her head, ooh, heaven is a place on earth. June says neither she or Matthew matter. She never did. Only the baby. That's the only thing that matters in Gilead. Ooh, baby. That's what she sings to Matthew's unborn child. Do you know what it's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Can you hear it? Y'all gonna be singing that song over and over and over again. Because people say if you say something enough times, it sticks into your head. It makes it come true. It's a positive affirmation, a prayer, a law of attraction. If you keep saying the words and you believe it yourself, then it becomes true. Heaven is a place on earth. But not for June. And not for Matthew. It's the furthest thing from the truth right now, because this place that they're in Gilead is hell. It's pure hell. Matthew couldn't even escape it in death. Ain't that some shit? The girl is dead. And they keeping her alive to still do the will, alive as she can be, to still do the will of Gilead. Okay, let me say right now that the direction and the production of this episode in the first 35 minutes, how seamlessly they blended these scenes together to make it feel like this time span was one long continuous day. A never-ending cycle as being in captivity can make one feel, right? If the lights hadn't went out at night, you wouldn't be able to tell one day from the next. And June is in pain. She's dizzy. She's hallucinating. It was just fascinating how they wove these scenes together. But they are giving us the impression that food, nor sleep, or even the bathroom for that matter, are not in her day-to-day life. She has to sit there until the baby comes. Whenever that's going to be. This episode is to make us feel the compassion that we lost for June. To get some type of understanding and feel regret for us being angry at her being angry. You know what I'm saying? That's what this episode is about. It's to make us get in touch with our humane side and say, this is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So when the lights go out, she attempts to move her legs, they don't work. Her knees have bruises that are dark as purple plums and is just as big as well. And she looks at us. She looks at the camera with that long, annoying stare that she always does, as to say to us, happy now? This what you wanted from me? That's exactly how she looked at us in the camera. But she makes her way over to Matthew's bed, follows her oxygen tube and squeezes it until the alarms start beeping on the monitor, causing the nurses to run back in there and care for her. How many times has she done this? How many times has she tried to take the last breath away that this girl has been given. Okay, how many times in this moment, June let me know she still feels no inkling of blame. Any compassion that these producers may have been trying to make me feel for her was wiped away in this moment. She still says of Matthew is the sole reason that Francis is dead, that Hannah is gone, and of course for what has been done to Janine. Like when Janine comes around, when the handmaids come around, she can still smell the bandages and the pus of her wounds healing. That's all on of Matthew. She still has no fault, no blame, no connection to it. Next day, the handmaids sit around her in prayer. Oh, heaven is a place on earth. But not for Janine. Her eye that was already fucked up has been ripped apart, torn apart, an ugly sight to see. June says, it's not that bad, girl. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It is. It's ugly and it's fucking gross. And it should have been you, June, may I add. Let me just say that. It should have been you, for real. Well, the handmaids immediately rushed out the room because the alarms are going off on Matthew's bed. What the hell is going on? The doctor come in. Something wrong with her. But the patient, which is the unborn child, is fine. That's all that matters. June already told you that. Don't nothing else matter here but the children, right? And as soon as the doc starts to leave, Matthew starts to seize and have seizures, just like a body just jerking, right? And June tells Aunt Lydia, hey, wait, don't go nowhere. Because if you're lucky, you may see her shit herself. Really, bitch? Really, bitch, was the words that came out of my mouth like immediately. You heartless, blameless bitch. That just... It's probably only one person in the world right now that I can think of that I can have this much discontent for. Ill feelings for, and that's y'all commander-in-chief. I'm telling, be honest with you about that there. That man just real hurt in my soul, and it just seeps out my pores. It's turned this country apart. But yeah, I was like, really, bitch, when June said that shit. Aunt Lydia begins to pray for Matthew, you know, for the not for Matthew, but for the child to live. June prays for both of them to die. Who God gonna listen? Because it's only supposed to be one God, right? God's supposed to answer all prayers. Tell me, how does that work when your oppressor is praying for one thing and you are praying for the opposite? Whose prayer gets unanswered? Black people, we know, right? We know. So the doc cuts open of Matthew's leg to give her, I wrote it down, a saphenous cut down. I've never heard of that procedure before. All my medical folks, if y'all heard that procedure being used before in this manner to kind of help stop seizures and then help feed the baby at the same time, y'all let me know. I've never heard of that procedure before. I'm going to have to look that up. But I'm like, June gonna remove that tumor. She gonna remove, and if she doesn't, I'm gonna be shocked. She gonna remove that tumor. So June asked Aunt Lydia, can I go home? Bitch, hell no, you can't go home. No, you go home when your walking partner go home. You owe her that much for the way you've been treating her. And she's like, I know I'm shitty, but I don't feel too well. So I wanted her to walk over a hot bed of nails. That's what I want to do. So this right here, bending down on your knees, baby, this light work. You ain't even got the pain that I thought that you should have. But isn't it funny, though, that she's been there for over a month? 32 days when we first opened up this episode, but days have passed since we've been here. Days and days, months have passed. Because if you notice, when Matthew was first laying in the bed, you still didn't see her belly, but now she has a full, ripe, watermelon-sized belly. So months have now passed. And, ain't been no news coverage that June is needed for. They haven't had the desire to pull her in front of the camera, to use her face. You know, it's part of the media scam that most of y'all claim that's the reason why June was being kept alive. They ain't used her since. So why she alive again? I didn't understand. I don't know. The Waterfords haven't needed her for their campaign any longer. So Aunt Lydia say, because she believe in her, baby, that's the reason. She believe in her. But Lydia, girlfriend, she ain't Noelle. She is not Noelle. You can't save her with your version of the Lord. Yes, I added a T on that. You can't save her with your version of the Lord. But Just keep praying, June. That's what I'm letting tell you. Pray without ceasing. Maybe one day your God will find you worthy enough to answer your prayers. Because right now he working on ours. To Gilead. I don't know, but it seemed kind of intentional though that the nurse placed the scalpel in the depository for June to see. It was just too exact for me. And I'm like, all she got to do is break open the box and get it out, you know. So I was tripping off there, like that would seem so simple. Are they on her side? You know, remember last time she was at the hospital, they had people on her side. So when night falls, we do get to see June got a bed. She sleeps right there in a cot next to Matthew. And I'm like, Aunt Lydia ain't being too smart here. You gonna actually leave this cuckoo bird in this room with this girl? Y'all trust June in here with her unguarded? She already tried to cut off her oxygen at first. And y'all gonna leave her again? Why would you even trust her, period, even if Matthew was not in that room? To be in a hospital room unguarded, period. The last time she was there, she escaped. Remember, somebody helped her get out of that place. Remember that? Well, she gets the scalpel out of the box, you know, about the slash of Matthew's throat when Janine walks in. What you doing here, girl? Had to come get this fucked up eye taken care of, so I'm here. So Janine is all full of guilt that Matthew had this seizure because why? She said, I ain't been praying for her for real. And June said, you think that's your fault? It has to be, because I ain't been praying for her. So she leans in and tells Matthew, you know what? I forgive you, sis. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get better. June said, she didn't get no motherfucking better. Okay, oh well, I still could want that for her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you were saying don't fault June at all because this place has made her who she is. And Janine, though, has been at the helm of it all. Lost an eye twice, the same eye. What body part has June lost? Janine tried to commit suicide to free herself. June stopped that from happening, remember? June can't even, she hasn't even attempted to do that for herself. I mean, not that I'm trying to encourage suicide, but everybody try to help her. They the one that die or stuff instead. Janine has been butted with a gun, smashed on the head with a can, made to live in the colonies, and still getting raped month after month after month. And yet she still isn't the cold, selfish bitch, blameless, entitled bitch that June is. So y'all can miss me with that bullshit about how June is suffered to the point that she is now. This place made June the way she is. No, June has always been this way. This place is just heightened. It's like alcohol. You take a little sip and the truth come out. This place is June's alcohol. And she's been forced to drink. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, June wanted to save Serena's ass. You know what I'm saying? For 3 fucking seasons, she's been trying to save Serena. But this one woman that's held in captivity like her, who I can admit I can't motherfucking stand. But she more like June than anything. June hates, I understand that, bullies. I told y'all I don't like the bullying shit. And she even wants to kill this woman after death. Maybe she sees herself in Matthew. Maybe that's what the part. Maybe that's the part that she's trying to kill. The part that reminds her of who she is. Or maybe she's just what I said she is. A cold, selfish, blameless, entitled ass bitch. Maybe that. I think it's that part. Because this wench tries to play on Janine's motherfucking intelligence and try to manipulate her into a Dr. Kevorkian situation. Janine is like, hell to the motherfucking no. June says it's the right thing to do. We gotta do this. We gotta end this. But do it then. What you need Janine to do for? Why you bring her into your bullshit, you fucking coward? Oh, it's like I've been trying not to say this the entire episode, but I can't stand June. I know y'all hate what I say. I can't stand her. Somebody called me out last episode. Damn, I forgot to put that down. Somebody called me out last episode and said, hey, because I was going on this rant about how June and them bullying her, and it's like if I don't like somebody, I just don't fuck with them. Okay, somebody called me out and said, Didn't you say that you wanted to hurt Matthew? You got me on that one. You got me on that one. There was a day that I said I would beat the sleeves up off of her shuck and jive ass, and I would do it with a bar of soap in a sock. I remember saying that. I meant that shit. I meant that shit right then. If somebody is right there in my presence, getting on my motherfucking nerves, they talking all reckless and shit, I'm gonna fuck them up. And if I don't fuck them up right then, I may fuck them up later on that night. Now, if time has passed and moved on, I let that shit blow off my shoulders. I walked away from it. I'm not gonna keep continuously bullying this person if I don't like them. If I didn't enact whatever I was gonna act on them that day, that moment, I'm not gonna do it later on down the week. Hold that type of grudge and that animosity against them. Get everybody else to get the little gang mentality, the mean girl group together and bully this person to the point where they want to kill themselves. Because basically that was a suicide mission that she had when she decided to pick up that can and then grab that gun. That was a suicide mission. So yeah, I said I would beat the sleeves up off of Matthew, and I still meant that shit. Any bitch I meet like her, I would probably do the same thing. But after that day, I don't worry about you. I ain't finna go through my life mad and angry at you and bullying your ass. That's some childish shit. I'm not gonna be taunting you to death. That's laughing at your breakdown, finding a sick joy and pleasure in your non-existent life if you lay dead on the bed. No, I would never sign up for that. That ain't me. I ain't about that life. Like I said, because I also said, if you heard that part, then you should have heard this part too. I also said that I wanted Matthew to snap the fuck out of it. We said she was going to break. I wanted her to snap the fuck out of it, to break and be forced into the rebellion that we ain't even seen start yet. We ain't seen this damn rebellious moment start yet. How many damn episodes we into the season now? My gosh, we ain't started this yet. So we seen June be rebellious. Yes, we have. None of which warrants her selfish ass not getting on that damn van that day when they helped her escape. Nothing that she's done. No, Somebody said June has done a lot for the rebellion. What? I saw that comment. I was like, no, I think I talked back to her. She was like, yeah, June, help get the letters. No. That was a failed mission. Nick ended up getting those letters up to Canada. That was a failed mission. What else did she say that June did? I think she said June was there for Janine or something like that. It was a lot of stuff, and I was like, I can count on everything that you said. That June didn't help nothing for the rebellion. She did nothing. No. So all she's been doing is doing it for herself, her own selfish reasons. And Janine told her that, when did you become so fucking selfish? I can answer that for you, girl. Birth. She got selfish at birth. There is nothing June has done to help others break free from this society, including her daughter. Nothing that she has done. Everything that has been done for June. And she ain't even asked for it half the damn time. People just want to help her ass out. They've been helping June left and right, but June has not done the same for them at all. She ain't done. How was she getting handed out? Break that down to me. Break that down to me. I still ain't seen it. She just want to see her daughter. That was it. She didn't help Emily get free. That was Commander Lawrence. I actually said she put Emily's life in danger by handing her jelly bean. She didn't even know she was going to escape that night. So now June didn't do that. The last time Omar got killed, remember that? She hasn't made a plan yet to get herself, her daughter, anybody else free. She thinks that manipulating Commander Lawrence or guilting him isn't the answer, right? Stevie Wonder can see that ain't working. Stevie Wonder can see that ain't working. She itches the entirety of my ass. Like right down to the perineum. She really just gets in there and just gets on my dog on her. I can't wipe her away. She gets on my dog on her. She further encourages Janine. We have to do something. We have to do this. We don't have to do that, Janine says. She's one of us. Okay? So she put on that fake smile and said, okay, Janine, I won't do it. Janine said, okay then, girl, give me the scalpel. Oh, June's smile dropped off their face real quick, like, Janine's like, what the fuck? She peeped her game. And then said she asked her when she got so selfish. I told you it's since birth. June has exhibited this selfish behavior throughout life. Even through her flashbacks, we have seen this selfish behavior shine through. Because everything is about June and June's problems. And Janine told her the same thing. It always has been. It always has been. And I just found out that Elizabeth Moss is one of the executive producers on the show. That explains a lot. I'm not sure if she was an executive producer the first 2 seasons, but she is this season. That explains a lot to how her character is being brought to light to us. That explains Elizabeth Moss, if y'all didn't know, is the one who's playing June. And we're going to do, I said before, we're going to have a separate video, a separate talk about race in this society and the pattern of behavior that June has exhibited when it comes to Black lives. So I'm working on that. And this episode, yeah, I'm going to work on that. That may be the live that I do at the end. Like I tried to do a live last season. I did like a character thing at the very end. Since this season seems to be all about June, let's focus on her. So Janine, she tells Janine, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about that life. I got a solution for you, June. If you want to end it, this should all end. Look at yourself. Like I'm saying, I'm not encouraging suicidal thoughts or tendencies, but you got options, girl. You got options. So the next morning we find that she didn't kill her. The Calhouns are in the room getting an update on the baby, and the young girls walk by. They really are real. They there. They are there because they are starting their menstrual cycles. I guess this means they'll be married off soon. I started mine when I was 9. And I realize now when I think back on it, that's around the same time that I started being molested as well. And this is the life that these flowering girls are about to endure. And the doctors say, no, it ain't going to be right now. It's going to be a few years down the road. But I wonder, when do they determine that the boys are supposed to be fathers? They're going to marry the girls off in a few years, you know, a few years after they start flowering or what have you. What would have been a few years for me? 12? Because I started flowering at age 9. And then who gonna be my husband? Because I don't need to go. I ain't even supposed to be married, right? So these sons, what age I gonna start marrying these sons off to these daughters to start having these babies? I wonder that. I wonder if that ever gonna be answered for us either. So anyway, June is sitting still in the room. She's still kneeling in the room. She got the scalpel in her hand though, and she cutting herself. I can see that. What's your plan, June? What's your plan? Can you just make a plan for once? Just make a plan for once. She looking at the Calhouns and the doc, trying to determine which one of these motherfuckers she gonna kill. Eeny, meeny, miny, in walks Serena Joy. Mo, there you go, girl. I noticed in this episode too that the wives are wearing 2 different colors of blue. Serena Joy is in teal and Calhoun is like in turquoise. And when the other wives were there, they patterned themselves in the turquoise teal, you know, pattern. I never noticed before that the wives were wearing different color of blues or different shades of blues. I wonder if that has to do with status, the teals or the higher ranking ones, and the turquoise would maybe a lower ranking one. I don't know, but Calhoun been in a lot of doggone meetings, so I don't know. Interesting. So anyway, June asked Serena, can I speak to you for a moment, girl? Calhoun said, I wouldn't even entertain her. Said, don't bother with that, you know. I'm surprised Serena Joy did it because I thought she wanted to be done with June too. So what you still need to lend your ear to her for? June said, come closer, it's a secret. Serena Joy is not proven to be too smart this season either, y'all. June stumbles to her feet. Oh, you're not well, are you, June? No. She takes the scalpel, wow, slice Serena Joy on. I'm surprised June did. And she's so damn weak that Serena easily got the upper hand on her. And when she took the scalpel, it sliced through June's hand in the process. I'm like, so what's going to happen to her now? Nothing. Again, nothing. She get away with it again. Because Serena Joy don't even bother to tell her that she cut her too. The doc come in like, oh, you cut yourself. Oh, let me patch that up for you. Ain't nobody gonna question what you cut yourself with. how you get that knife, you know, because he saw the scalpel on the floor. How you get it, you know? You supposed to be kneeling in the same spot on the floor. How you cut yourself, girl? But anyway, he picked up the scalpel and just puts it right on back in the depository. Now she got it out there once. Why do you think she won't get out there again? Let that have been Janine. Let that have been Janine. She'd have been hanging on the walls right now. But Dr. Yates seemed to be on her team. He's kind and he's quiet, seemingly just doing a job. And on top of that, he knows her mother. I was kind of surprised by that. Because they shipping women in from Chicago, but June is still home, so to speak. So June confides in him, I was going to kill Serena. I was going to kill Matthew and you, just so you know. He said, I told him, don't leave her in here with these for months on end. Months. Because the brain gets atrophy. He's like, so how long you been suicidal? I ain't suicidal, I'm a homicidal. I tell my therapist that all the time. I'm not suicidal though. But anyway, no, suicidal, because everything that you claim that you want to do is definitely going to end you up on the wall. But see, Doc, you don't understand. June thinks she's untouchable. The writers think she's untouchable too. She don't give a damn about the wall. So he asked again, how long you been suicidal? She said, I guess I didn't realize it. I don't know. It's probably when I realized I would never see my daughters again. I was like, so, is this the behavior of you giving up? This is what you've been exhibiting. You didn't get in the van to not fight and tear down this place. Not try and attempt to escape with Hannah Banana. But you didn't get in the van just to stand here and pout and pretend like you all that in a bag of chips when you truthfully is an empty bag. You ain't even got the little salt crumbs that's down in the corner. You just litter floating through the doggone Gilead. That's all you really are, Jen. You could have got your ass on the damn van and been with one child. She's like, I'm never gonna be with my baby again. They left that blood on the floor, y'all. I'm so disappointed. How you gonna leave it? Ain't nobody gonna mop that up. This supposed to be a sterile environment. Anyway, June thinks she got another friend. You saw that look on her face. She got that look that she had when she first encountered Commander Lawrence. Like, I said, oh, so you're going to try to manipulate Yates too into helping you, huh? Helping you do what though, girl? Because you ain't had a plan yet. So anyway, late in the night, the monitor alarms go off. June gets out of bed to see what's the matter. Matthew is bleeding. Yates just told the Calhouns that the baby wasn't ready to come out. His lungs wasn't fully developed yet, but they need to perform an emergency C-section if they expect that baby to have any type of fighting chance. And when they cut her open, I kept thinking, damn, did mine look like that? That's fucking gross. I'm sorry, that looked gross as hell. I'm so glad I did not get to look at my scar until after I was stitched up. My doctor did a damn good job. He didn't cut me like right there. He seemed like he cut her right underneath the navel. He didn't cut me like that. They cut my right at the panty line. If I'm in a bikini or whatever, you can't even see my doggone scar. Matter of fact, it's hiding underneath my fat meat right now. You know, I got my little fupa. That's where my scar is hitting at. Well, anyway, Dr. Yates is an extremely patient man. You know, all the nurses were too, for real. They got the little goober out and she coughed up like, praise me, you know what I'm saying? She was so tiny. I remember when my friend had her little last baby, he was so tiny, like the size of my palm. You know, he was 6 months, stillborn. Just broke my damn heart to see that baby like that. She named him Dave after his father. So I kept thinking that when they delivered baby Goober, I just kept thinking about that moment when my friend lost little baby Dave. And when I heard that cough, I finally breathed. I really did. It's like the whole scene only lasted about a minute, but I was holding my breath. It seemed like it was forever. June actually had a tad bit of joy, then some dread, as she knew that Matthew wasn't going to make it. I'm like, but she finally gets to go home. On her way out the door, she meets a young girl named Rose. She's there because she's flowering, you know, as they say. And she tells June that, you know, she wants to have babies, you know, once she gets married more than anything in life. You know, she has been conditioned to this Gilead way of life. She doesn't know any different, know any better. Nothing is wrong to her. And June seems like really shocked by that. Like, damn. Somehow Yates asking her, how will she honor her children? Because she's honoring the children, the handmaids, by making sure that baby stays alive. How are you honoring your children? Him having that conversation with her, and then Rose seemingly being okay with this life, made June question, what was she fighting against? Or it made her think, why the hell am I fighting harder? She asked Aunt Lydia, can she remain by Matthew's side because she was still alive? I was like, really? This new attitude? This the season 1 June when she was just trying to go with the flow and survive. That's what it seemed like to me. But I wonder where home is anyway, right? Did Aunt Lydia get her reassigned to her new house? Ain't it strange that this been months now that have passed and Serena Joy is here and not in DC? What happened with that? We just gonna drop that storyline too? Months have passed. Jelly Bean ain't been returned from Canada. Why not? What's going on? Months have passed. I need answers. You just can't skip over those storylines and make it a few months later. I need answers to those. Like, did she get reassigned? What happened to Amanda Lawrence? You know what I'm saying? Well, Lydia goes into the hospital to pick up Janine and bring her this velvety red eye patch. Has to match her dress, girl. Yes. I don't care how many times that they wound Janine. She keeps holding on to her faith and allowing that to heal her inside. Mentally, not physically, but mentally. I don't know how she hold herself together like that. I really don't. That's some strong. She got a strong faith system working within her, girl. Strong faith system. June is sitting there with a Matthew, right, by her side, telling her, I'm here with you, girl. I'm here with you. Matter of fact, she had told Rose that she was there visiting a friend. When the hell was a Matthew ever your friend? You use a friend too loosely, girl. But she's like, I got you. I'm by your side. Don't worry. I'm here for you. Now, bitch, you just try to choke me out. I mean, If I opened my eyes and saw that motherfucker sitting there, no. I would freak. Get out. Get out. That's how it have been. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, she had me rolling my eyes to the back of my damn head. Gave me a fucking headache. But anyway, all the while, I'm thinking, Matthew finna wake the fuck up. He's gonna scare the shit out of me. She been off that support for a while, and she's still there, breathing, heartbeats. Ding, 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 ding. You know, June apologized to her, you know, say she got lost, but it's really no excuse. But she can't think of no other reason why she acted the way she did. I can. When it's in you, it's in you. And then she said, of Matthew, did not have a girl. Remember, we was worried about her having a girl. She had a boy. So I'm going to call the boy Dave. You know what I'm saying? After my friend's baby, I'm calling him Dave. She tells us, everybody is praying for you. Everybody's praying for him. So don't worry, he's going to be all right. He's like you, a fighter. That girl was never a fighter, at least from what we've seen. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. A conformer, yes. Fighter, not really. The attack on Janine was not really a fight. That was desperation acting out. That's what that was. But then she says, he don't deserve to grow up in a place like that. He deserves to be free. Oh, heaven is a place on earth. So I was like, okay, is getting little Dave out of Gilead your new mission? Or your mission, because you ain't even had no old mission. It's going to be your mission? Apparently so. Oh, baby, do you know what it's worth? She vows to Matthew, I'm going to get him out. And as many children as I can. Because Gilead should know how it feels when their children are being taken from them the same way that they take their kids from us. Oh, heaven is a place on earth. It's they turn to hurt, baby. It's turn. I'm like, it's about damn time. Oh, it's about damn time. My goodness, you finally thinking of somebody other than yourself. My goodness. And while June was sitting there singing and talking to her, I realized Matthew's heartbeat. It pick up. The pace will pick up. Beep, 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 beep. That's how I kept doing. It pick up, slow down, pick up, slow down. Then it slow down to a gentle beat. We hear her take a last breath. Then heartbeat stop. That was it, y'all. That's how this episode ended. That was it. Oh, heaven is a place on earth. That's such a happy-go-lucky song, too. It really is to it in comparison to this show. We're getting a lot of 80s music running up to this, 70s and 80s music, late 70s, early 80s music running up through this episode, this season this year. I find that very interesting. They didn't used to focus on the music. We used to hear the music because I used to talk about it, but they used to focus on it as much now. Like the music has now become a character of the show. Oh, heaven is a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being patient. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I want to give a special shout out to everybody who has been supporting this channel, have been retweeting me and sharing me on Instagram as well. I might be on Snapchat, I don't even know. But I appreciate all my supporters, all my viewers, all my watchers, all my lifers, all my fam. Y'all, love y'all dearly. If y'all are interested in tarot readings, I read tarot. I'm over doing hand signs. It's not tarot, but I read tarot. I have another channel, which is Twisted Goddess Tarot, that I just started, and I'm giving my little readings and affirmations and stuff like that. If you like that type of stuff, you're into astrology, into horoscopes, you're into tarot reading, somebody letting you know what's going on in your life in that moment, or you just like the sounds of card shuffling, come on over to that channel and subscribe if you will. I appreciate y'all being there, and I definitely appreciate you being here. Peace.